with the ignition barrels getting stuck, so I didn't want to be in that position. So I bought a new ignition barrel and replaced it. So it's got a brand new ignition barrel in there. It's had new coolant, and again I've changed the V-belt. I've had the rear brake calipers brand new. Serviced the transmission again, serviced all the diff and the transfer case again, changed wiper blades, the new tie rods and the steering drag links, discs, brake discs and pads, swivel joint seals. So on the front these have a swivel joint, and I replaced the seals in those. Let me just show you those. So over there you have these swivel joints on the front axle, which have seals on them, so I've replaced those. I've resealed the engine oil sump recently because it was slightly weeping, and carried out an engine oil and filter service, and again changed the poly V-belt, which is the fan belt. So as you can see, I've not skimped at all. I've carried out a lot of preventive maintenance to make sure this car doesn't have any problems. These are the new headlamps. You can see they're nice clear headlamps, and they really give a good light. Okay, then the new fog lamps, and the surrounds were new as well, as I recall. Right, in terms of, well, you can hear the engine running. It's absolutely silent and smooth, which is why I wanted a G500 as opposed to a diesel model. The diesel models of this era weren't really the best, if I'm honest. The petrol G500 is the best engine out there, without a shadow of a doubt. It's quiet, solid, smooth, dependable, and on a run it's not too bad on the economy as well. Never really was much of a concern for me, the economy side of it, because like I said, we were only ever going to use it for doing longer journeys in. But it's the best engine by far. So that's why I bought it, and anyone who wants a G500 I think normally buys them for the same reasons. Right, in terms of any imperfections, the paintwork was done maybe 2-3 years ago now, so there's a little bit of showing its age. For example, this hinge here, a little bit rusty there. Okay, that's just where the door opens and closes. I don't think there's a lot you can do about that. It's going to happen. Okay, so I'm just trying to find little imperfections. I think, if I remember, there was a little bit of something going on here. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a weird effect here. It's not like it's peeled off or anything. It's just like a little bit of a crack in the paint. Very, very minor, but still I want to be pointed out. Oh yeah, I did damage this cover here a little bit, just tiny amount. I was reversing and didn't see, but it's hardly any damage, but there is a little bit of damage there. The wheels are all very, very clean. The tyres are all good. I replaced these lenses recently as well, so they're all new. The wiper blades are new. The rear wiper blade and arm is brand new. What else is there to tell you? I think it's for any prospective buyer. If you could find a better G-Wagon at this sort of money, I'd be very surprised. It's really, it's a really well looked after, well sorted vehicle. I don't think there's really anything for the next owner to do apart from enjoy it. If you're using it for off-roading, you might want the smaller wheels that I've got, so I can take these off and put those on for you. And obviously I'll keep whichever one you don't want. They're worth the same to me, both sets of wheels, so I don't mind whichever ones you want. And if you choose the 18-inch ones, I will get them professionally refurbished, because they are they've been in storage for years. I haven't used them, so I'll get them refurbished and put new tyres on before the new owner takes the truck. But if you want to keep these wheels, which personally I much prefer these lovely AMG wheels, then that's fine as well. Okay, I can't really think of anything else to tell you about this truck. It's a very, very really nice truck. I'm really going to be sad to see it go when it does go, and I hope it goes to a good home. Oh yes, I was going to tell you a little bit about the sound system. So I spent a lot of money on the sound system, so all the speakers have been replaced. We've got little speakers in there, they're all new. We've got a little subwoofer in this. Sorry, I use this for storage, so you've got all the tools in there and the locking wheel and the key and all that kind of thing. But in the other side we've got a little tiny subwoofer, which actually, believe it or not, packs a punch. It gives you a little bit of bass there through that speaker cover there. Okay, and we've got we didn't want to modify the interior and do all crazy things like that, but we did replace. There were already speakers in the door cards here, so we replaced them for much better ones. And I believe the amplifiers for the system are hidden underneath one of the seats. I believe it's the passenger side seat, so it's all been done very discreetly. I also fitted a much larger battery than what is standard to a G500. So I can't show you that because it's behind this cover, but there is a larger battery. The largest one I could find that would fit in there has been fitted. I was just concerned that if we were going on a touring holiday and it was left for a few days without being used, that we'd need a larger battery, so I replaced that. Okay, so these seats all fold forward if you need a larger area. Okay, so headlining again, and that's it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I'll be happy to tell you anything about this truck. As you can see, when we did the respray, look, we made sure we replaced all the stickers and all the little things that you have. I think it's the other door that has some stickers on. We replaced all of those and made sure that everything was there as per factory. And the rain has just started to come down heavy now, so I'll get back inside. Okay, I think I've talked enough, but this is a genuine Mercedes G500. It's not one that's been pimped and messed around with. I guess some of you may consider the few modifications that I've done that that are not original, that you may not want to do, but those are all easily reversible if you wish. I've got the original wheels, I've got the original grille, and it can all be changed back. And this leather interior is honestly, you have to feel it to appreciate it. It still smells new. It's in lovely condition, and this is a good truck. Oh yes, I forgot one thing which wasn't in the history. These suffer with a wiper linkage issue which requires the dash to be stripped and replaced. It was the first thing I did, and to make sure, I don't think it was actually anything wrong with it, but I'd read about that issue, and so I didn't want to have that problem, and I just replaced it. All been done. Never ever had an issue with the wipers. Just show you. Look, they work nice and smooth, no problems whatsoever. And as you'll see, look, I have used Mercedes wiper blades because I'm sad like that. Window regulator, I've replaced the driver's window regulator. Okay, all working perfectly. I replaced that recently. All the windows work. Everything works on this truck. It's I've made sure I've gone through everything to make sure it's all perfect. Okay, of course it's a used car, so and it's 21 years old now, so please don't expect it to be perfectly brand new, but it is in very, very good condition. I can't think you'd be able to find a better G-Wagon than this, especially a G500 of this era. For this kind of money, I think it's a beautiful car. Oh, that was the other imperfection I was going to show you. It has started to corrode a little bit on this vent where you've got the cooler, but that's very, very minor. Okay, so that's it. That's my G-Wagon. I think it's the best G-Wagon that money can buy. These G500s are rare. They're very hard to find. They are normally messed about with and abused and not looked after at all. And I think I've hopefully shown you enough that I've really looked after this truck, and you'd be hard pressed to find something that's been better looked after. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ring me. Thank you.